Oh, it started! Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're cracking on Mondays with I'm sorry, Brian the Bastard. We took over this show. Hi, everybody.
It's still suck ukulele, guys. Sorry.
We were just talking about how we are 100% sure that the reason why the ukulele was built is because there were naked ladies in Hawaii who needed something to cradle their boobs with while they serenaded.
Maybe they had like two of them.
And it's
and
like
they could play two at once with like one on each boob and just like
go crazy. Like
yeah. Probably not though. Probably they just picked a boob.
Yeah, they probably just.
And they had custom-made ukuleles shaped around their breast.
This is all exactly what happened.
Yep.
We were there. We were naked Hawaiian ladies serenading random people. Hi, everybody. Now that we're gonna stop talking about naked ladies and breasts.
Or we could just keep talking. We just have a boob show.
The title of this episode is Showgirls, so
might as well just be breasts.
Well, might as well just talk about boobs the whole time. No, we're gonna talk about other things because other things are awesome.
Sequels. Breasts generally come in twos.
Okay.
Sequels.
There we go.
Generally.
That's a segue.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sequels are awesome. We have a number of them that are coming out soon. / are out / have news about them. We got our first pictures from the Avengers 2.
Ooh.
Yeah, right? Isn't that exciting? So the Avengers 2 Age of Ultron. We have 2 new characters in it. We have the new girl, Scarlet Witch, and the new guy, Quicksilver. Technically, they're supposed to be mutants, but because Fox owns the rights to the X-Men series,
Marvel Universe isn't technically.
They're not allowed to use mutants or something, so they're kind of calling it something different. I don't know.
They're just pretending they're not mutants, basically.
They're just like a different kind of superhero. Who knows? According to the Huffington Post, they both possessed enhanced powers. That's what they're saying instead of mutants. This sequel is supposed to come out in about a year, May 1st, 2015. It should be pretty cool because so far all of the Marvel sequels have been really badass.
I'm also happy that a lot of the first look stuff had Hawkeye in them. Because I hope there's more Hawkeye
I love Hawkeye.
in Avengers 2. Hawkeye is one of my favorites, partially just because I love Jeremy Renner for some reason.
Jeremy Renner's pretty good. I have a soft spot for him.
I have a very weird soft spot for Jeremy Renner. But,
despite Hansel and Gretel.
I love Hansel and Gretel. I love Hansel and Gretel so much. I really like bad movies. Okay. I don't know if you're aware of that.
Okay.
I'm aware that it's horrible, but I love horrible movies, and you so rarely get to see like a fantastically bad movie with a good actor in it.
Okay. I can see how that would be interesting to watch.
And it's hilarious because you can tell it's like he signed on to that just at the point in his fame where he didn't know that he was famous enough that he could say no to that. So it's like his acting is way too good for that movie.
Well,
and it's hysterical.
Hansel and Gretel was awesome. Don't you talk about it like that.
It's the best.
It's so good.
I love that movie. Like it's horrible, but in the best way.
I feel very alone.
Brian, my relationship with Brian Fitzgerald is based on our love of bad movies, pretty much.
Okay.
Yes.
That's solid.
Yeah.
I can get behind that.
Yeah. There's obviously there are some terrible movies that are just terrible.
Yeah.
But there's a certain kind of terrible movie that is fabulous.
Okay.
And Hansel and Gretel is one of those.
Well, either way, there are a couple pictures online. If you go on to Huffington Post, there's an article about it right now. Is the girl in it? Her name is Elizabeth Olsen. Is she the other Olsen sister? Is she the third one?
I wasn't aware that there was a third one.
They're not triplets. They're twins, and then there's one.
Oh, and then they had a younger sister. She
kind of looks like them.
I probably was aware of that at some point, but I have no idea.
So I'm guessing it might be her.
Maybe. Olsen isn't that uncommon of a name, though, that I feel like
true.
it's...
Who knows? Either way, check
it's
it
not like
out.
their name is like... It's like they're...
Yes, it's not like their name is.
It's like...
But yeah, that could be cool. Something that's happening a lot sooner, though, in the Marvel Universe. Captain America 2 coming out, like, what? This week?
Yeah! It's coming out on the 4th, on April 4th.
Awesome.
So, like, next week?
Next
Is that
week.
next week?
That's next
I don't
week.
even know what the date is today. It's the 24th, right?
It's the 24th. It
Okay.
says it right there, thankfully.
So soon!
Very soon. And that's going to be awesome. It's based off The Winter Soldier, which is one of Captain America's famous, more modern comics. I haven't read that one, but I've heard a lot of cool things about it. And I'm excited.
But that was good.
Yeah.
That was good what we just
We
did
were,
there.
we were tired.
Yeah. Brian and I actually just watched all obviously not all of Marvel ever, but all of, like, recent Marvel movies. We did, like, one a night.
That sounds like a really good, like, week and a half.
Yeah, so basically since Iron Man, we watched, like, from Iron Man to Thor 2, we watched all of them.
Nice. That's just really good movies.
Yeah.
Like, I think we've all talked about this on the show before, just how awesome those movies actually are as movies. Because, like, we as comic book nerd-ish sort of people, kind of, at least some of us, I don't know, can obviously love them because we love comics, but everyone loves these movies just because they're good movies, and that's really exciting. But in non-Marvel sequels,
But still superheroes.
but still superheroes, there's some really exciting news I'm sure you guys have all heard about. There's going to be an Incredibles 2. Yeah. It's like the only time that a Pixar movie really did need a sequel. Cause
it was so set up for one, and then they just, like, they
So
just
set
didn't have one for so, because how long ago did Incredibles come out?
I'm not sure.
I don't know when the first get really
Yeah.
like a long time.
Yeah, I remember seeing it for the first time
Yeah,
in like
maybe
early high school. So
It might have been 10 years ago.
about
Like, a long time.
yeah, it was a while ago. And it is one of the best. I think it's my second favorite Pixar movie. Number one, I think, is WALL-E. Number two, I think, is The Incredibles. So, and that's like really tough. Like,
I've never thought about it, but I'm okay with that assessment.
Yeah.
I'm gonna agree there.
because like WALL-E is honestly one of the best movies ever. Definitely in my top 10. But if you want to go like, the only one that can really fight that for me is The Incredibles. It just like, it's calling upon like old James Bond films, but also like cartoony superhero things. It's excellent. It is the best. And so we're all very excited for that to happen. Brad Bird is working on the story. But according to Cartoon Brew, did not say that Brad Bird would direct it. But I hope so, because he's cool and did this shit before. So
Continuity is always good.
yeah, I would like that. But it's Pixar, I trust them. Like the only
To not completely fuck it up.
like the only thing they ever really did wrong was Cars.
Which there's another sequel for also.
I know, that's just fucking dumb.
There's all other news, Cars 3, which should not be happening.
No, we're not. That's not in this segment. This segment is called "Sequels Are Awesome," not
sequels
are
below.
So that's really cool, and I'm super excited to see that. And then one more animated sequel, How to Train Your Dragon 2. That's coming out really soon.
Super soon?
I don't know exactly how soon, but soon enough that Cartoon Brew has 11 new images from it that all look, like they're in the final stages of making that movie, which is excellent, because that movie came out a while ago, too. Like, it was at least 5 years ago.
Yeah, I feel like they announced the sequel a while ago, though.
Yeah, I think they've been working on that for a while, and it's based off of books, right?
I actually have no idea.
I think it's based off of books. I don't know. I should probably look this up before I start talking about it on a show. But
well.
Woo! But it's set to arrive in theaters on June 13th. Awesome. That's like 6 days after my birthday.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Let's party.
Happy birthday, Kara.
Yeah, happy birthday, Kara. Here's an awesome new movie.
Yes.
So it looks really awesome. The first one was great. Like, one of those movies I did not expect to be awesome, but then was really awesome. Thank you, Sam McCracken, host of this show, for making me watch that like the first month I met you, and I was like, what? I don't know, dude. And then you were like, no, trust me, it's gonna be awesome, and I did, and here we are now, yay. But in other animation news, according to eHarmony, there are a lot of really good reasons to date an animator. And to eHarmony, I'm like, maybe. We both date animators. It has its ups and downs. But according to eHarmony, animators are creative, always thinking outside the proverbial box.
Not always.
It's not always a good thing.
Because also their stuff doesn't stay in boxes.
Also, the outside the box stuff often involves penises. Lots of drawings of penises.
Yeah. And butts.
And butts. They're just everywhere. And,
Lots of messes.
I don't hate it.
Lots of penis and butt drawings. And...
yeah. Number 2, expect love letters that are unique and often adorable. I've never gotten that.
You know who writes the love letters in my relationship? Me. I'm the cute one.
You're the cute one?
Yeah.
Weird.
I'm a freaking scientist, people. 15 reasons to date a scientist.
Yeah. No, there are probably a lot more reasons to date a scientist. They probably make more money than we do. Well, we won't get into that. Animators are adaptable and always adjusting to accommodate the specific design styles of each project. So, okay, they can, compromise something you could have in a relationship. Cool, I guess. Animators are team players, ensuring that their work blends seamlessly into work with their peers. These are all things that, could make a relationship good, but, aren't guaranteeing it. Number 5, totally a good reason to date an animator, though. Date nights will involve watching lots of animated movies.
That's true.
That's true.
That part's true.
That's a good reason to date an animator. Animators are great storytellers. Sure. I'm okay with that. Still not a guarantee of a good relationship. If you team up, you always win at Pictionary. Yeah, how many times do you actually got to team up? Because, frankly, I'm pretty sure we're all incredibly competitive as well. And so we're just going to try to beat each other's ass at Pictionary and probably get in a huge fight.
Also, since you're both animators, depending on what crowd you're in, people might split you up intentionally so that you won't kick everyone's ass.
Yeah. Also, not all animators can draw. You do other things other than draw. Let's see. Animators thrive in their industry and have to be committed to improving their craft, so they're always learning and embracing new challenges. Also, they're always in their studio until 4 a.m. and usually don't sleep. The animation career is usually pretty kid-friendly. Your date will win over all the young ones in your life, but also will, be exhausted and not awake for the majority of the time. And frankly, most of the animators that I know have really, really vulgar senses of humor, including myself, so no. Yeah, as much as I'm making fun of dating animators, remember I am an animator, so I'm basically telling you all, never date me. It's a bad idea. Let's see. Animators, like many collaborative artists, develop thick skins. They're great at revising their work to comply with producers' feedback and criticisms. Just because someone hears a lot of bad things about themselves doesn't mean they're gonna take other bad things about themselves.
I don't know what this one is trying to say. Date an animator, tell them bad things about themselves, and they'll change for you.
Yeah, that's a horrible idea, eHarmony. Animators are innovative problem solvers, making impossible scenes come to life. I don't know what that has to do with dating.
Date an animator. They're basically wizards. That's what that is saying.
But they can't do magic. So why would you date them? an animator has a cool-sounding job. It's easy to brag about your date. eHarmony, what kind of shallow bitch are you? And animators bring a lot of smiles to faces. It often inspires and encourages other young and old minds alike.
Okay.
And an animator's career is always involving and likely to involve him or her working at different studios in various cities, pursuing freelance projects, and finding opportunities to challenge his or her art.
Also known as moving away from you?
Or, like, just moving constantly, or not having a job, or, like, financial and emotional instability. Like, eHarmony, I know you were trying to be nice to us, but you really just sounded like you were trying too hard. And now I'm like, well, why the fuck would anyone ever want to date me? Thanks, eHarmony. Gosh. On to
On the
other...
right side, they think you're a wizard.
Well, that's because I am a wizard, but it has nothing to do with me being an
I've
animator.
outed you as a wizard.
In other animation news, very briefly, Walt Disney has bought Maker Studios, which is a YouTube multi-channel network, for $500 million.
That's a lot of money.
It is a lot of money. They're trying to make sure they don't lose the millennials, trying to get more involved with interactive as well as short-term videos, things like that. Good job, Disney. Don't just run away from things. So that's that. One last animation thing. We saw The Wind Rises in English.
Woo!
It was great.
Mostly woo.
I loved it. Well, yeah,
there was just that one thing with the voice change.
Yeah, we discussed we had a long discussion on the car ride back about what was good and what was bad, and we decided that it's awesome, because of course it's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That there were some issues with pacing that could have made the film actually basically perfect. And then there was some weird, we were mostly concerned about the voice acting, because I had seen it already in Japanese, but...
And I only saw it in English.
When you turn a movie that was once into one language into a movie that is in another language, sometimes bad things happen. And not too many bad things happened. Joseph Gordon-Levitt, I thought, did a really good job.
I completely forgot it was him for the entire movie.
Yeah, no, I think
which is good.
He had a really good tone to him. It fit perfectly. What was that one line? Airplanes are fascinating! Which was excellent. That was just, I was reminded of every time I get really excited about it. Watch this movie. It's awesome. I've ranted about it on the show before, but just watch it. John Krasinski was good. I don't think that his voice acting was quite as good, though. There were some points where he was trying to be like kind of snarky and stuff, and it just didn't really come out right. But overall, I still think he did a good job. We had one issue about the girl's voice when you first meet her is of a child, and
so I interpreted her as a lot younger than the male lead.
And the male lead was Joseph Gordon-Levitt at that point, and they didn't have him still using the child actor who played him. So it made it kind of creepy when they were kind of having this, like, romantic moment. Like, it was a very innocent romantic moment, but it was still, like, you know, somewhat flirtatious. And it was like, well, that's kind of interesting that you made that person seem more like a child and that person seem more like an adult. But whatever.
Well, yeah, it was just, like, kind of paternalistic and weird. But
yeah. Either way.
Okay, and that was, like, a choice that they made for the English version, but not for the Japanese version.
Yeah, the Japanese version, I don't remember the voice being so old with the boy at that point. He was supposed to be, like, a freshman in college. So, you know, 18-year-old. And the girl, like, I don't know what age they actually were, because it's obviously a true story. But I don't feel like it was quite as, you know, pedophilia.
Yeah, I thought she was, like, 11 or 12, and he was, like, 20.
Yeah, no.
And then it's not like they get together then, but
no,
like,
they get together a lot later, but still, like, that's a little creepy.
It's always gross to me when, like, I don't really care about age differences, but it always weirds me out when, like, people meet when the girl is a child.
Yeah. It's just a little creepy. But the movie was awesome.
Yeah.
It made me want to make
movies. It was
movies.
just the romance that I, like, just wanted him to marry airplanes.
Yeah.
I could have done without the romance. I just wanted him to think airplanes were fascinating.
Well, airplanes are fascinating.
Airplanes are fascinating. But
yes. Either way, it's an awesome movie, and
It was really good.
every time I watch it, even though it's only been twice now, I'm reminded about how awesome Miyazaki is and how much I am actually kind of okay this is the last movie because it's 100% everything that he has ever wanted to do. And it makes me very proud of him, which is a weird thing to say as someone who's never met him but just admired him for their entire lives. But yeah. I love it. Yay, the Wind Rises. Now for sadder news. Or not sadder, but weirder news. This is a new segment which Brian says that
they're gonna steal.
They're gonna steal because it's a good title of a segment, but it is sci-fi is real because sci-fi is real. We read an article today about how the woods around Chernobyl aren't decaying. They're just like petrified pine trees.
Everything.
Yes, except for not the trees.
Yes, everything that was supposed to eat the trees
died. So usually there are lots of bacteria and fungi and mushroom-like things,
buggy things
that exist, and they help decompose. That's
why they're called decomposers.
Exactly. Science. And they all died because of what happened in 1986. Because of Chernobyl. And so now, according to our article on Gizmodo, which quotes the Smithsonian,
so it's legit.
It's legit. This is not fake. When I say science fiction is real, I'm more just saying science is real. It just sounds like fiction because it's so ridiculous. So everything is decomposing at half the rate. So it's taking twice as long for everything to die there, which is really kind of creepy and cool. So I am very interested to see how this eventually looks, but it's basically like everything is going to like kind of fossilize in place because nothing's gonna there's no bacteria to break everything down. Creepy, right? Also really cool. And science is crazy. Yeah. Yeah. And one other awesome sci-fi is real thing is that NASA recently found a planet that's nearly the size of Earth in a habitable zone of a star in the Milky Way. And a
new Earth.
New Earth!
Let's move, guys.
Let's go. I want to go there. Let's go to space. And so, details, this is what the article we have says. It is an M1 red dwarf star. It's a Goldilocks planet orbiting within the zone where liquid water and therefore life can exist. Not that it does, but it has a possibility. It's
just call it. I just like that there's something called a Goldilocks planet.
Yeah,
Goldilocks planet.
It just sounds so cute. I'm like, okay. I imagine that it's just something really adorable, but I'm like, no, that they're referencing the story. But I just imagine someone skipping.
Yeah.
It's like a comet that skips. I don't know.
Oh, wow.
Its radius is 1.1 times the size of Earth. And so it's similar to us, and it at least 5 other planets are orbiting this red dwarf. So hopefully more information will come out about this possible other Earth.
Aliens.
Yeah, I would like lots of aliens, please.
Cute ones. Fuzzy ones.
All sorts of aliens.
Little alien rabbits.
I prefer alien rabbits and alien piglets and alien cats, because frankly, I just want all those things already. And if they were aliens, they'd just be a cooler version of already adorable things.
Just rabbits, but blue.
Yeah, that would be excellent. I should get a rabbit and dye it blue. No, I shouldn't. Don't let me talk about rabbits.
Sorry.
It's okay. I just want them so bad. Oops. Cute.
I'm sorry.
I want to feed them little tiny carrots. I give them space carrots. Little space carrots for space buddies. I'm already going somewhere bad. Either way, I want aliens. I want space travel. I want dance parties on the other planets.
The Goldilocks planet.
one of Goldilocks planets. I want there to be a bunch of bears, and they're all dancing and eating oatmeal,
Alien bears.
and it's great. That's what I want. Make that happen, science.
Yeah.
This is what I ask of you. So next.
Change of pace. So Fred Phelps died. I think we mentioned that last week.
Yes.
But his family, his lovely family, the best people in the world, had the balls to ask people to respect their privacy and not pick at his funeral. And this is basically just my reaction, just like an exasperated sigh and this face.
Yeah. When we talked about this last week, we were like, let's be cool people. Let's not be jerks and, be like them.
And now it's like, fuck it, do what you want.
Like, that's just like, really? You're gonna do all of that and then say that? Come on.
Like, are they that clueless? Are they really, really dumb?
Well, they have to be.
Like,
I don't. Frankly, they're selfish and inconsiderate, and we already knew that, but like, also dumb.
Do they really think that, like, them saying that is going to make people not pick it?
Maybe they're trying to get people to pick it so they can make people seem like the bad guy.
Maybe? Like, I feel like they have to have some motive there, because, like, there's no way that, like, anyone could be that stupid.
Yeah. Either way, he died, like...
Even more good riddance now.
Yeah. Like, forget that family. You guys suck. I didn't want to hate on you because I don't like hating anything, even things that suck.
But you're the worst.
But you're, like, the worst. Another guy died. A guy named Dave Brocky. He was in Guar.
Brian is very sad.
Brian is very sad.
Brian wanted us to dedicate, like, half the show to talking about Dave Brocky, but...
I have very little attachment to Guar. I don't really listen to metal music. It's one of the few genres of music I have trouble really getting into, but I have liked a couple bands and a couple songs. But if there's any band that I remember actively disliking when I tried to like metal, it might be Guar. So I'm sorry, Dave Brocky. I don't mean to insult your spirit / persona and all that. I don't mean to shame the dead, but I didn't really like your music. I'm sure you were a cool dude. I guess we're sorry.
It's very sad that someone has died.
But that's what we're gonna say about that. Maybe in 2 weeks when Brian and Sam are back on the show,
then they can a whole tribute to Dave Brocky.
They can pay tribute because we obviously can't do that.
They can do it more adequately than we can.
Than we can, because we're bad at that because we don't have emotional attachment to him. Sorry, I feel like a jerk, but it's true. On to more exciting news, Jordan.
Woo!
Oh, this is really exciting.
I finally found Wednesday television, guys.
Yeah!
Last week I showed everybody if you guys were not watching, which you should.
Of course they were watching.
If you did not see last week, I showed everybody my TV calendar.
It's impressive.
And it's very impressive. I watch a lot of television. And I have TV for every night except for Saturday, obviously, because there are no shows on Saturday. And
Yeah.
Wednesday was just like this weird dead zone where I didn't watch any television. But I found Wednesday television, and it's very exciting. Because I was at my mom's house, and because we don't have a TV because we have no room. But I was at my mom's house, and my mom has a television and cable and all sorts of fun things. So I was watching TV, and I saw that Arrow is on Wednesdays, and I've been meaning to watch it for forever. But then, that was the final push to, I should watch it now because it's on Wednesdays. So I'm catching up.
Did you actually finish it yet?
No, but I'm catching up on Netflix.
Good.
And then I also saw an ad for another show that's on Wednesdays, a new show called The 100.
Ooh.
It's a new sci-fi show on CW where, it's a post-apocalyptic, there was nuclear war and stuff. I only watched the first episode, but the first episode was actually pretty good.
Yeah. I haven't seen it, but Jordan told me about it, and it sounds like they're obviously doing the classic CW, a bunch of teenagers thing. But, putting them in a kind of a cool sci-fi situation.
Yeah.
A little bit more interesting, a little bit more life-threatening. Maybe some ethics are going on there, some science-y things we like, things that make television interesting. So I would be willing to watch that. I'd be willing to check that out.
Yep.
Yeah.
I like it so far.
Yeah.
So far, episode 1, I like it.
Cool.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see where that goes.
But
But it's something to watch on Wednesdays.
Yeah, the most importantly, Jordan has something to watch on Wednesdays.
So now my calendar is
less awkward.
Completely even now.
Full of television.
Yeah,
there's
to that
plenty of television.
Weird, this weird dead zone on Wednesdays. It was odd.
Just quickly, speaking of television, I just caught up of all of Bravest Warriors earlier today. So if you haven't seen all of that, especially that last episode, woo! Awesome. There are 3 more episodes till the end of the season.
And I have no idea when they come out.
I don't know either, but I hope soon, because I really like watching that.
Based on the schedule that they were going, it should have come out on Thursday, but it didn't.
Maybe they're doing a little break to kind of wait until people to gain interest. But Adventure Time, it's almost a sister show. They're kind of
it's like messed up older brother.
Yeah. They've been doing some really cool stuff, and their past few episodes have gotten really emotional, which has been very interesting. Everyone saw the Love and Hope episode. Wow! Emotions! So
also Adventure Time, that the 5th season, the super long 5th season finally ended.
Yeah. Which is exciting.
Mm-hmm. I mean, not exciting that because now there's gonna be a break in episodes, but I was wondering when it was gonna end.
It was a really long season.
It was a weirdly long season.
And also just it's awesome. Everyone watch cartoons. That's all you should do today. After we stop talking in half an hour,
watch cartoons.
You should just go watch a bunch of cartoons. Because what's better than that? In a very different turn of things.
Turn of things.
I can't talk, you guys. I've been working a lot recently. I'm tired.
Whatever.
Boston is going to start to have late night tea service.
Yay.
Yeah, on the 28th, which is in 4 days. Boston is going to begin on weekends having the train run until 3 a.m.
Like a normal city.
Like a real city. Not like a stupid half-town city. I love you, Boston, but couldn't you have done this when I moved here and was an early college student instead of now when I'm considering leaving? I am happy about it still, because as someone who bartends, I don't have to spend $25 to get home every time I bartend, which is, a certain percentage of whatever tips I make that night. And then
before, it was the city gave everyone a bedtime. You have to go home now.
It's not fair. Some of us like to be out late. That's exciting. I'm really excited for that. Some people were concerned about there being lots of safety issues, it being really late at night, a lot of people being drunk, but the MBTA has said that they're confident that nothing like that will happen. We'll see.
Because the thing is, people were drunk before and just couldn't get home safely.
Yeah. Now, instead of people passing out in alleyways, they'll pass out on the train and then be kicked off and hopefully be sober enough to stumble home. I think it's a good thing. I know that there was a lot of fighting it before because of taxi driver unions and things like that, because it's going to greatly affect their market. But since things like Uber and Lyft have started, their market has already been super affected. So maybe they're kind of whatever. I don't know. I will still take taxis in the winter because I'll be cold.
Yeah.
But I'm very happy about this.
A lot of tourists will still take taxis.
Yeah, because
they're terrified of the tea.
The tea is actually not that bad.
It really isn't.
But whenever I bring people from California, people who are not used to having to take subway systems, it freaks them out a little bit.
It's also funny seeing tourists that are clearly used to New York trying to get a cab.
Yeah.
And it's really difficult.
It's nah, you can't do that. Go to a cab stand, dude. Another cool thing that's starting again in Boston. I keep yawning, guys. Why am I so tired? I'm sorry. I'm trying to be entertaining.
You're a monster.
I'm so horrible.
It's because you were outed as a wizard. It really exhausted you.
It was emotionally exhausting. And I have no more magical powers to wake myself up.
Nope.
But another cool thing, Hubway, the bikes, because it's going to get warm again soon, they're going to start up on the 2nd of April. That's in the next week, which is awesome. Hopefully it will actually be warm, because apparently tomorrow we're getting another snowstorm. What the fuck, Boston? Come on.
Get your shit together.
It's supposed to be like 4 inches in the city.
That's the worst.
It's supposed to like actually snow like more than 8 inches out in like the nonsense suburbs. What are you doing?
Nonsense.
They're nonsense to me.
Also known as where my mom lives.
Where your mom lives.
Oh.
Pam Tower. It's gonna snow a bunch
snow.
wherever you are, cause it's nonsense out there.
She also really hates it. She hates it more than you do.
I get.
I
understand.
If you can imagine that.
Yeah.
She really, really hates it. Yeah. I'm terrified of biking in the city, so Hubway means very little to me. But it's exciting for other people.
I suck
which is
at
good.
biking. I'm actually actively bad at biking.
I'm just scared. I just haven't done it in so long, and I'm scared of doing it in the city.
Yeah.
The last time I biked was actually in Tanzania, and that was super scary also.
Why was that scary?
Because it was like on like dirt roads and like through like literally like next to zebras and like Cape Buffalo and like.
Okay. That sounds awesome.
I mean,
it was frightening.
It was awesome, but like really hurt my crotch and was really scary.
Okay.
Scary, not even like scary because wild animals, scary because like I'm gonna fall and die.
Yeah. Okay. That's reasonable.
Yes. It was like biking on like some random like shitty bike on like rough terrain.
Yeah.
While I was like getting over a sinus infection.
Okay.
It was bad.
Well, that is understandable.
So that was the last time I biked. And biking in the city is like scarier than that to me.
Yeah. I biked in Santa Monica a couple years ago, which is very much a city, and it was in the middle of the day, and we went into the kind of downtown area, and I almost like got into kind of an accident in that downtown area. I was like starting up again, and the car like next to me just went off, and I like almost like turned into another car because of it, which was really annoying. But it's okay, because up until that point, I had not biked in years. I am very bad at ice skating and biking and rollerblading and skateboarding. Anything that involves balancing on wheels, really, I'm bad at. So the fact that I overcame any of that and was able to bike around the city was a very big emotional accomplishment for me.
I wanted to teach you to ice skate.
Yeah.
And now it's getting warm out.
Yeah. I really shouldn't ice skate now because of my knee.
Because your knee.
Because
it'll just be like, I'm scared, and like pop out again.
Exactly. My knees will be like, no, jump out of its socket.
Your patella's gonna try to flee.
It's gonna be bad. So let's just not ever have me ice skate. It's a bad idea.
It's really fun though.
There are a lot of fun things in this world.
I love ice skating.
Okay.
No one likes to ice skate with me.
I will watch you ice skate and cheer you on.
It's not the same.
But I cannot ice skate with you. Other exciting things that are happening soon because it's getting warm. Baseball! Yay! Baseball is back! The only sport I kind of care about. So we like baseball. Yay! Opening day for the Red Sox is on the 4th, I think, or the 6th, I forget. It's in the next week or so. It's really exciting. But Red Sox are going to be playing, I think, the Blue Jays opening before that. Not the Blue Jays. Who am I thinking of? Whatever. They're going to play someone else's opening soon. But
Fenway opening day is after Red Sox opening.
Yeah, weird, right? But interestingly enough,
baseball opening day already happened.
But it was in Australia. Right? Apparently they happen outside the country every once in a while. Like, that's something that they do. It's happened in Japan like 4 times, but they're huge baseball fans. I know it happened in like Chile or Argentina once. Yeah. But I would not expect Australia.
That's just so far.
And also, I didn't know that they had like a baseball following there.
I don't think they even play baseball. They play cricket usually.
Yeah, I don't. They're like, crazy English connected things. I don't think of them playing baseball. But it was the Dodgers versus the Diamondbacks. Go Dodgers. If there's any team I like other than the Red Sox, it's definitely the Dodgers. So they won, which is awesome. Go them. But that was exciting. Yay!
No one, I think, got like stung or eaten or bitten or whatever by being scary.
No.
Australia terrifies me.
Baseball survived Australia.
It's a really cool place, but I am terrified to ever go there. I don't think I will ever go there. Too many things there can kill me.
Okay. I never really thought about it as a place to go. The only reason I've ever looked into it is because of film festivals. Oh, yeah, you guys. What am I'm so tired. Why did you have to out me, Jordan? Gosh,
I'm sorry.
exhausted.
I'm also sorry my backpack's attacking you.
Get away. So yeah, I'm excited to watch some baseball and go to bars and do that. That sounds super fun, right?
Yeah. It's also super sad that when they're winning, tickets are too expensive for me to go.
Yeah, that is kind of sad.
There was that one season where, like, they were doing super poorly, so bleacher seats were, like, $8.
That was pretty cool.
It was nice because we got to go to a bunch of games, but, like, then,
Lame,
like they lost every game that we went to.
Yeah, that was sad. Me and Sam went to a number of games this past year, and those were pretty cool. One of the best days ever. Sam and I both got cut from work. We were working by Fenway at a restaurant then by our manager who had season tickets, and he gave us a pair of season tickets, and we had the best seats ever. There were like 8 rows in off of third plate. It was great. It was like ridiculously cool. But yeah, awesome day. Let's go watch some baseball soon. I'm glad it's almost summer. Just like baseball reminds me of warm weather, which is good because I'm sick of this bullshit. I walked here and I was freezing. And it wasn't okay. That was her disapproving monkey face. A couple more things to cover tonight. A group of middle school girls in Illinois have started protesting. Awesome so far, right? Because their leggings were banned at their middle school. They are not allowed to wear leggings. And I am very conflicted by this idea. Because, first of all, you know, I don't think most people should be wearing leggings in public. Unless you're exercising or around the house. Let's all put on some real pants, people. I prefer that. But at the same time, the reason why leggings were banned is because they're distracting to the middle school boys. And that's bullshit.
It's like, I would prefer, like, I would never wear leggings as pants, except for that one time that I wore them for Halloween. But, like...
Halloween doesn't count.
Halloween doesn't count, yeah. But, like, I would never wear them as pants, and, like... Yeah, like, it's not a choice I would make, but it's like...
Don't take away the choices.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna, like, take away someone else's choice to wear leggings as pants.
They can do that.
They can do that if they want.
But they especially shouldn't be punished because middle school boys are dumb and horny.
Yeah, which is the problem with pretty much all dress code rules for middle school girls and for high school girls.
Yeah.
It's all like you need to wear like things that have sleeves and like your skirt needs to be a certain length, and the reasoning is always because it will distract the boys. And it's like, rather than teaching these girls that, like, their body is shameful, shouldn't we be teaching boys to, like, not be super pervy?
I agree.
It's like,
that'd be great.
Teach the boys that, like, they have control over themselves, like, as human beings.
And can respect other people's bodies and personal space and all of that.
Yeah, so, like, rather than forbidding these girls to, like, wear the clothing that they want to wear, like...
Yeah.
How about you forbid boys to be assholes?
I thoroughly agree. As someone who walks through JP frequently and is just like, I can't wear half the things I want to wear because I don't want people to yell at me on the street. That's just messed up.
Like, they should ban, like, dudes staring at girls' asses instead of ban girls wearing leggings. It just seems like stopping it at the wrong...
Yeah.
You're stopping the wrong behavior. Because then you're not teaching the boys that what they're doing is wrong.
Yeah.
You're teaching the girls that they're, like, tempting this, like, that they're tempting the boys. They're, like, inviting this behavior. When really, no, like, what the boys are doing is wrong.
Way to place fault in the wrong place.
So
go middle school girls for protesting this stuff, but at the same time, just get some pants, girls. Like, fight this all you want, but as a, you know, from a fashion perspective.
From a fashion perspective, get some pants.
From a
feminist perspective, wear all the leggings you want.
Exactly. That is our official standpoint on that. One last thing that I want to talk about today is it is about an hour, 14 minutes and 50 seconds until it has been 25 years since the last episode of Twin Peaks, in which Laura Palmer whispers into what's his name's ear, "I'll see you in 25 years." So there was official casting call a little while ago for this, whatever it's going to be, episode, movie, short, whatever David Lynch is making. For those of you who don't know, Twin Peaks...
I still don't know.
Yeah, let me... Jordan. Twin Peaks is a show that was on a while ago. It was kind of a game changer for a lot of television. It was one of the early serialized dramas of its kind. But it was done by the famous director, David Lynch. He was the creator and directed several episodes. It's a very weird show. I like it. A lot of people I know like it because I went to art school. I definitely recommend people to watch it just for the sake of, like, you know, television history. It's kind of an important show. But they had a lot of really weird dream sequences, and it had a really creepy ending. And I'm not going to tell you exactly what happens other than what is important for the sake of the segment. But in that episode, the very last one, they say, "I'll see you in 25 years." So, and David Lynch is making something for it. We know he's doing it, but where is it? We'll find out in an hour, maybe. That's exciting.
But like, what is the show about?
The show is about, okay, there's a guy from the FBI who goes to a small town in the Northwest to investigate a murder of a high school girl, basically.
Okay.
But it ends up being a lot.
And then like a bunch of sci-fi, like, paranormal.
And then
shit
it
vibes?
becomes slightly more sci-fi paranormal.
Okay.
And very mystery. But kind of like creepy art film at the same time.
Okay.
It's good. It's good show.
How much of it is there?
3 seasons. The last season, I think, is the one that's kind of like unnecessary. They kind of just like they could have just ended it with, they finish up the main storyline, and then they kind of go off and do another thing, and it's kind of like Either way, it's a good show. I recommend seeing it. But I also recommend David Lynch better put out whatever he's putting out in the next hour, so that
David Lynch better put out.
David Lynch, you know what we want, and you're gonna give it to us. So yeah, that's what I had to talk about today. Jordan, you got anything else?
I do.
Yeah,
It's a short show.
Yeah, we went through stuff real quickly.
Why do we never have any comments? Are the comments broken, or just no one want to talk to us?
Because we've had many viewers. Like, it's always been between like 2 and 5 people, and I know that it drops a lot of people, and it's not counting everyone who's watching through other means other than actually opening up the player. So I know you're there.
Hey, you people that are watching, even if you wouldn't normally comment, if you have the ability to comment, just so that we know that the comments are working, you should comment, just to let me know that you can.
Yeah, I'm looking at view all comments. There are no comments. What the hell, people? Oh, wow.
But are the comments on YouTube different from the comments there?
I don't know. That's why I looked on both, but they're not on either. So maybe they're somewhere else. Maybe the comments are lost in internet.
Weird.
Lost in the internet. That should be a thing. But we want to sing to you people, or at least something like that. I don't know if we know enough ukulele stuff to actually do it, but
I probably just nonsense drum.
I'm okay with that. I can just kind of go with it. Either way, I should technically have like another 10 minutes, but let's not just ramble at you for 10 minutes. Unless,
I don't think I have anything to talk about.
I feel like we covered.
I feel like there's something I'm forgetting about, but I can't remember what it is. I'm not gonna spend 10 minutes trying to remember what it is.
Yeah. We have one more episode until it's the end of our little run. Sam will be back in about a week, and then the boys will be taking the show back. We'll release them from the closet I've kept them hidden in.
Yeah. Or we'll just keep them tied up.
I'm okay with that. They're probably having fun tied up in a closet together.
Although Freya did try to escape today.
because she missed Sam.
She's trying to get back to Sam.
And we're gonna make a movie. What's it called?
Samward Bound.
Samward Bound. Freya's gonna search for Sam and her epic adventures. We will chronicle them. Yeah.
I think that's the thing I was forgetting.
That's
I was just gonna talk about Freya escaping.
Yeah.
She ran out onto the deck and I had to go get her.
Let's just talk about Freya always. I think that's the best solution.
She usually has no interest in outside. She has interest in like the rest of the building, but not in outdoors.
I've seen her run outdoors once. But that was it.
Yeah, but usually she has no interest. The past couple days she's clearly been interested, and then today we bring in groceries and she was just like,
It's because she's Samward Bound.
mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, thank you guys for watching the show. We'll see you next week for our series finale.
We'll do something awesome.
We'll do something cool. There'll probably be a cake. And see you then.
Woo!
Bye!